What is up, Hollywood fans, and welcome back to Hollywood Men. We're kicking things off with a cinematic event that's already making waves. Paul Thomas Anderson's One Battle After Another. This isn't just another movie. It's an absurd, brilliant action drama starring a powerhouse cast including Leonardo DiCaprio, Sean Penn, Benicio Del Toro, Teyana Taylor, Regina Hall, and introducing Chase Infiniti. This film is being hailed as Anderson's most accessible work yet, and it's finally here to blow you away. And the buzz around One Battle After Another is only getting louder. We're talking about a film that's already kicking off the Oscars race, with Leonardo DiCaprio and Sean Penn leading the charge in what critics are calling a relentless, politically charged masterpiece. Inspired by Thomas Pynchon's novel, Vineland, this movie dives deep into modern societal divides with a score that keeps you on the edge of your seat, all thanks to the incredible Johnny Greenwood. But the praise doesn't stop there. Leonardo DiCaprio himself describes One Battle After Another as a complex exploration of humanity and societal polarization, noting its relevance to today's world. And get this, Martin Scorsese himself is weighing in, calling the film fascinating and extraordinarily made, with extraordinary performances everywhere. He even highlighted how the film's themes are on spot right now, underscoring the urgency of its message. So we've got Paul Thomas Anderson's One Battle After Another dominating the conversation, a film that's being celebrated for its direction, performances, and timely themes. What more could you ask for? Make sure you're subscribed, hit that notification bell, and let us know what you think in the comments. Let's dive in. One Battle After Another is here, and it's an absolute cinematic event. Paul Thomas Anderson, the meticulous director behind films like Licorice Pizza, has delivered his latest masterpiece, One Battle After Another. This absurd yet brilliant action drama, starring Leonardo DiCaprio, Sean Penn, Benicio Del Toro, Teyana Taylor, Regina Hall, and newcomer Chase Infiniti, is finally hitting local theaters, and it's being presented in IMAX for a truly knockout experience. The film, loosely based on Thomas Pynchon's postmodern novel, plunges into the world of the radical group French 75, whose revolutionary acts range from freeing undocumented immigrants to blowing up public property. At its core, we follow bombmaker Bob Ferguson, played by DiCaprio, and his intense wife, Perfidia Beverly Hills, portrayed by Teyana Taylor. When Colonel Lockjaw, a menacing Sean Penn, develops a dangerous obsession with Perfidia, the group begins to unravel, leading to a high-stakes game of witness protection and a desperate flight for survival. 15 years later, Colonel Lockjaw resurfaces, suspecting that Bob and Perfidia's daughter, Willa, played by Chase Infiniti in her stunning debut, might be his own child. This revelation ignites a violent pursuit, forcing Bob and Willa to confront their past and flee for their lives. Despite its nearly 3-hour runtime, the film's quick pacing, meticulous craftsmanship, and magnetic performances make it incredibly absorbing. Anderson's signature visual flair, from dynamic camera work to stark silhouettes, is on full display, complemented by Johnny Greenwood's unsettling yet pulsating score. Audiences and critics are raving about the performances, with Leonardo DiCaprio delivering a potentially Oscar-nominated turn as the flawed Bob Ferguson, and Sean Penn stealing scenes as the unforgettable Colonel Lockjaw. The film also features powerful contributions from Regina Hall and Teyana Taylor, and marks a true Star is Born moment for newcomer Chase Infiniti. Don't go anywhere, because the reactions are only getting more intense. And you won't believe who else is singing the praises of this incredible film next. One Battle After Another is not just a film. It's an awards season contender that's already generating massive buzz. Paul Thomas Anderson is back with a vengeance, and this time he's brought Leonardo DiCaprio and Sean Penn along for an electrifying ride. This action drama, inspired by Thomas Pynchon's novel, Vineland, is being hailed as relentless and politically charged, perfectly capturing the current societal climate. It's a film that grabs you from the start and doesn't let go, fueled by a thrilling score from Johnny Greenwood, Anderson's sixth collaboration with the composer. DiCaprio plays Bob Ferguson, a former member of a revolutionary group, alongside Teyana Taylor's formidable Perfidia Beverly Hills. Their missions to aid migrants and challenge bureaucratic systems are closely watched by Penn's Stephen J. Lockjaw. The narrative takes a sharp turn when Lockjaw's obsession resurfaces years later, forcing Bob and his grown daughter, Willa newcomer Chase Infiniti, to confront their dangerous past. The film masterfully balances intense action with poignant moments, particularly the father-daughter dynamic between Bob and Willa, and the chaotic yet compelling relationship between Bob and his sensei, Sergio St. Carlos, played by Benicio Del Toro. Anderson uses the film to powerfully comment on today's political landscape without explicitly naming any movements, letting the narrative speak for itself. This approach, combined with his masterful direction seen in past acclaimed films like Phantom Thread and There Will Be Blood, makes One Battle After Another a compelling watch. The score, with its delicate use of piano, sustains the energy throughout, making even the most tense scenes unforgettable. Penn's performance as the stern, complex Lockjaw is particularly noteworthy, driving the narrative with his character's dark motivations. Audiences are resonating with the film's message of perseverance. Keep fighting, because the fight never ends. It's a powerful statement delivered through Anderson's signature storytelling, making it a must-see as the awards circuit begins. But the accolades for this film are reaching even greater heights. Next up, we've got a legendary director giving his stamp of approval. Leonardo DiCaprio's new action thriller, One Battle After Another, is generating significant buzz, with the star himself describing it as a profound exploration of humanity and societal polarization. Directed and written by the acclaimed Paul Thomas Anderson, known for masterpieces like Licorice Pizza and There Will Be Blood, the film features DiCaprio as Bob Ferguson. He and his wife, Perfidia Beverly Hills, portrayed by singer Teyana Taylor, undertake daring humanitarian missions. DiCaprio emphasizes that the film serves as a satire relevant to today's world, rather than imposing political beliefs, focusing on extremism from all sides. The plot takes a dramatic turn when Perfidia disappears shortly after giving birth, forcing Bob to change his identity and raise their child alone. 16 years later, an enemy resurfaces seeking revenge, compelling Bob to spring into action to rescue his kidnapped daughter. This narrative structure promises a gripping tale of survival and redemption. DiCaprio has lauded Anderson's incredible flexibility on set, noting the director's ability to adapt scenes based on actor suggestions while maintaining a clear vision. The film, distributed by Warner Bros., has already garnered a remarkable 97% rating on Rotten Tomatoes, underscoring the high acclaim for Anderson's direction and the overall quality of the filmmaking. One Battle After Another is set to captivate audiences with its complex themes and compelling storyline. And the praise continues to pour in from some of the biggest names in Hollywood. Get ready for a thunderous endorsement from a true master of cinema next. The cinematic world is abuzz as Martin Scorsese has offered effusive praise for Paul Thomas Anderson's latest film, One Battle After Another, starring Leonardo DiCaprio. In a candid conversation with Anderson at the Directors Guild of America, Scorsese declared the film fascinating and extraordinarily made, highlighting the extraordinary performances everywhere. Scorsese, who is slated to collaborate with DiCaprio on a future project, specifically commended the film's themes, stating they are on spot right now and underscoring the urgency with which it tackles ideological and political divides. This endorsement from a legendary filmmaker adds significant weight to the film's critical reception. One Battle After Another features DiCaprio as a father fighting to rescue his daughter while confronting an enemy from his past. The star-studded cast also includes Sean Penn, Regina Hall, Benicio Del Toro, Chase Infiniti, and Teyana Taylor. Notably, this marks the first collaboration between DiCaprio and Anderson, as well as Chase Infiniti's feature film acting debut. The film's narrative is set against a backdrop of contemporary societal issues, making its themes particularly resonant. While there's some industry discourse surrounding the film's financial prospects, with projections suggesting a modest opening week despite a reported $150 million budget, the artistic merit and critical acclaim are undeniable. Scorsese's glowing review, alongside the film's strong Rotten Tomatoes score and praise for its direction and performances, positions One Battle After Another as a significant cinematic achievement. The film is slated for release in India on September 26, promising an engaging and thought-provoking experience for audiences. What an incredible lineup of news to kick off the show. But before we go, let's do a quick recap of all the action. And that's a wrap on today's Hollywood Men. We covered Paul Thomas Anderson's incredible new film, One Battle After Another, starring Leonardo DiCaprio and Sean Penn, which is already generating Oscar buzz and receiving rave reviews from industry titans like Martin Scorsese. What an absolute must-see. Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to Hollywood Men for all your breaking entertainment news, ring that notification bell so you never miss an update, and drop a comment below telling us what you think of this latest cinematic masterpiece. And make sure to follow us on all our socials. We'll see you next time.